Good evening, my friends. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? सुनाई दे रही मेरी आवाज आपको? I hope there is no technical irregularities and you can hear me all right. जल्दी से बताइए कितने लोग हैं आज क्लास में? Hi Akansha, good afternoon dear. Good afternoon. Welcome to the class. It's 4 o'clock. Hello everyone. Please join as soon as possible. So let us start the session quickly. My name is Pradip Sengupta, your VA mentor and guide. And welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, India's premier online test prep platform. So we are going to be looking at last lap to IPMAT 22. This is one section where we are going to bring you the summary of whatever we have learned so far. Thank you, Akansha. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, so I'm audible to all of you. All right. So, whatever we have learned, whatever logic and concepts we have prepared so far, so we are going to be doing a quick revision on different topics, on verbal logic, on English, on logical reasoning, quants, and we are going to have an exciting week ahead. So today's session is going to be on last lap to IPMAT 22. Hi Moviz, how are you? Hi Arya, welcome to the class. So this is what I was telling you. IPMAT, last lap to IPMAT, and we are going to start with verbal logic, some concepts and some question types. मैं बहुत अच्छा हूं मूवीज, उम्मीद करता हूं आप भी बहुत अच्छे होंगे. प्रिपरेशन बहुत अच्छे तरीके से चल रही होगी. यस, थैंक यू. राइट, सो थोड़ा सा रिवीजन की तरफ जाएंगे. अभी कोई भी कसर नहीं छोड़ना है, हमें रिवीजन करते रहना है और मॉक्स लेते रहने हैं. जितने भी ट्रिकी क्वेश्चंस हो सके आप करेंगे और चीजों को बहुत सिंपल रखेंगे. वी डोंट हैव टू कॉम्प्लिकेट द थिंग्स अननेसेसरीली. कॉम्प्लिकेट करने की जरूरत बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. ऑलराइट, so why is this session going to be important for us? देखो सीधी सी बात है, ये एक प्रैक्टिस सेशन होगा on different VL topics, on verbal logic topics. All right, so it is not going to be like one session or two session. It will be a series of sessions on verbal logic and the other concepts of IPMAT. Okay, क्या क्या कवर करेंगे, that is important. In the session, in the upcoming series of last lap to IPMAT, what are the verbal logic topics that are going to be covered in these classes? उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा हम देख लेते हैं. So these are some of the areas which we are going to be talking about. Primarily, 3 sessions होंगे आपके, and we call it verbal logic crusher. We are going to crush it. So part 1, 2 and 3. Alright, so part 1, 2 and 3 पे हम बात करेंगे, right? So we will be taking up syllogisms, logical consistency, common sense questions, reason and assertion, cause and effect, course of action questions, strong and weak arguments, and statements, assumptions and conclusion questions. So these are some of the vital areas of IPMAT that we are going to be talking about. All right, okay, so in this topic what are we going to cover? In this topic we are going to be talking about syllogisms and logical consistency. All right, so these are the 2 areas that we are going to be talking about. आप और हम दोनों बात करेंगे. Manya says, are you talking about IP Indore? I'm talking about IPMAT in general, of course, Indore and Rohtak to start with. Okay, so these are the areas where you need some practice. So I hope you people are practicing well. Okay, so syllogisms and logical consistency पे कुछ बात करेंगे हम, right? So when you look at syllogisms, right, they are very common sense questions, and we will be doing some questions using the traditional method, means the Venn diagram method. We will be using them to solve a few questions. But there are some rules which you may find useful while solving the syllogisms question. So you may find around 2 to 3 odd questions in the logical reasoning section, in the verbal logic section, when it comes to syllogisms. So if you can practice around, a couple of questions on syllogisms, probably वो questions आपके ठीक होने शुरू हो जाएंगे. All right. So the first rule tells you that if both the premises are negative, an affirmative conclusion is not possible. So primarily we talk about premise and conclusion. Okay. Premise is something which cannot be negated. इसको हम बिल्कुल sacrosanct मान लेंगे, true मान लेंगे. Premise को challenge नहीं कर सकते. लेकिन अगर premise negative है, no, not, never, right, तो उसका affirmative conclusion नहीं आ सकता. That is the first point. All right. The second point tells you that if the premises are particular, okay, possibilities नहीं, some A are B, some A are not B. So ऐसे कोई अगर sentences आ रहे हैं, if the premises are particular, all right, no possibility, no may have been, no might have been, so no conclusion is possible. All right. And if both the premises are negative, again, no conclusion is possible. In the first case, if the premises are negative, no affirmative, मतलब yes वाले conclusion possible नहीं है. और अगर premise तुम्हारा in general negative भी है, वैसे भी conclusion possible नहीं है. Okay, so we have spoken about these rules in different classes, but how to apply them using Venn diagrams is something which we are going to look at. Let us solve a few questions on syllogisms. Okay, so the game begins. The first question in front of you, it says, in the following question, 2 or 3 statements have been given, followed by 2 conclusions based on them. All right. Consider the statements to be true and answer which of the given conclusions logically follow the statement. जो logically follow करता है उसको हमें valid मान लेना है. So your answer should be A if only A follows, B if only B follows, C if neither A or B follows, and D if both A and B follows. So what is the statement in front of you? The statement says some parrots are sparrows, all sparrows are pigeons. Conclusion क्या आ रहा है? Some parrots are pigeons और B कह रहा है no sparrow is a parrot. What can be the possible answer? Let's get going. What can be the possible answer? Can we start? Okay, let's start. Are the questions visible to you guys? Can you see the questions? Can you see the questions there? Conclusion not visible. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So conclusion says A, some parrots are pigeons, and B says no sparrow is a parrot. These are the conclusions. Okay, can you see the conclusions now? I have written it there. Okay, some parrots are pigeons and no sparrow is a parrot. This is the conclusion, my friends. All right. Okay. This is what B says. Akansha, I hope it is clear to you. Can you see it now? Okay. All right, all right. So let us see how to solve it. Now, you know how to make Venn diagrams. Some parrots are sparrows. So some A are B. So how do we make it? some parrots are sparrows. Yes. And then it says all sparrows are pigeons. Okay. This is sparrow and all sparrows are pigeons. So this is what we are going to do. Yes. So A says some parrots are pigeons. Can we say some parrots are pigeons if you look at this part? Yes. No sparrow is a parrot. No sparrow is a parrot. Okay. So if you look at this particular segment, it is some are, some not, maybe, maybe not. So anything which is in the category of maybe, maybe not is an invalid conclusion. So what follows absolutely specifically? The first one, B says no sparrow is a parrot. Does it follow? It doesn't. So what do you think the answer should be? What do you think the answer should be? Once again, some parrots are sparrows. All sparrows are pigeons. So from this diagram, what can we validly conclude? The valid conclusion is A, some parrots are pigeons. This can be concluded. Absolutely right, Akansha. This can be concluded. Hence, A should be the answer, not B. I hope you have followed the first question. It was an easy question, nothing tough about it, isn't it? Okay, right answer, all of you. Can we look at one more question? Okay, so if the screen is not visible, don't you worry, I'm going to give you the conclusions. Okay, I hope you can read the statement, isn't it? Statement says, some shoes are black, some shoes are black, some black are not sandals. So what is the conclusion? What is the conclusion? A says, no shoe is sandal, and B says, some shoes are sandals. Right? Ravish is asking, will you teach for IPMAT 24? Of course, we are there to teach you for IPMAT 24 and 25 also. Rishabh, in fact, the classes are going on. I will be sharing the details right at the end of this session with you. Movies, हाँ यार, आज दिख नहीं रहा है, थोड़ा सा मेरे साथ, cooperate with me. I will try to make the session easy for you, movies. All right? Okay. So A says no shoe is sandal, some shoes are sandals. So क्या कर सकते हैं? Mobis says answer is D. Mobis says neither follows, sir. Okay, fine. Neither follows. Some shoes are black. Okay. So some shoes are black, it says. No. So let's say some shoes are black. This is S for shoes and B for black. Okay. Some black are not sandals. Some black are not sandal, it says. Okay. If some black are not sandals, can we say this? Right? Some black are not sandals. Or can we say this also? There are two possibilities. Some black are not sandals. Okay. If there are two possibilities, what happens? It says no shoe is a sandal. No shoe is a sandal. Does it follow? If you go by this proposition or this proposition, both are particular, right? Some shoes are sandals, some shoes are sandals. Yes and no both. So in such a case, what do we do? It is an invalid conclusion. If it is an invalid conclusion, what do? We are going to mark C if neither A nor B follows. That should be the answer for question number 2. It is an invalid conclusion. Nothing will follow. Okay. So it is A, neither A nor B. That is the answer. Okay. Sandhya, you're absolutely right. Movies, you're absolutely right. The answer is neither A nor B. Okay. दोनों में से कोई भी नहीं होगा. A तो होगा ही नहीं और B भी नहीं होगा. All right. All right. Let's look at one more question very quickly. Okay. Now let's look at the question. The question says, all fries are wedges, all wedges are burgers, all fries are wedges, all wedges are burgers, no burger is a pizza. Now, if I just take you to the next, okay, all fries are wedges. All fries are wedges. All wedges are burgers and no burger is a pizza. That's what it says. Okay, no burger is a pizza. Okay, now you have two conclusions. C1, conclusion 1 says all burgers are wedges. Sorry, all burgers are wedges. And conclusion 2 says, right, all fries are burgers. All right, all fries are burgers. That's what it says. Hi Sandeep, how are you? Welcome to the class. Hello. Movies is very quick to answer. He says, sir, only B follows. So B hona chahiye. Okay. Easy question hai na? All fries are wedges. Let's F for fries. All fries are wedges. And all wedges are burgers. All wedges are burgers. No burger is a pizza. So pizza को अलग draw कर देंगे. No burger is a pizza. Now from this diagram, what can we conclude? Can we conclude that all burgers are wedges? All burgers are wedges. Can we conclude that? Right? And all fries are burgers. All fries are burgers. Yes, this can definitely be concluded. Okay, this can definitely be concluded. But is it possible to say all burgers are wedges? See, the answer is B. Only B follows. All fries are burgers. Now over here, all burgers are wedges. Like all X are Y. That does not mean that all Y are X. Right? All X are Y. इसका logical conclusion ये बिल्कुल नहीं हो सकता that all Y are X. That is why only B will follow, A will not follow. Alright? That is the answer. I hope you have followed it. Easy question था, कर लिया? Okay. So, फॉलो द लॉजिक, जो भी रिवाइज किया उसको दोबारा देखेंगे. Let's look at the next. State whether the conclusions based on the following statements are true or not. So what is A? All elephants are white. What is B? No white is a rum. What is C? All rum are sweet. Please look at the conclusion over here. It says, no elephant is sweet. B says, all white being sweet is a possibility. Okay, Movis has marked B. Thank you, Movis. Labhansh says it should be D. Thank you, Labhansh. All right. Let us see. All elephants are white. E for elephants. All elephants are white. But then it says, no white is a rum. No white is a rum. R for rum. Let me draw a separate circle for it. Okay, and then it says, all rum are sweet. Dekho, this is one possibility. This is one possibility. But there can also be another possibility. Like, right? क्या ये भी बन सकता है? Is it possible? All rum are sweet. All rum are sweet. Right? Either this or this. Okay? A says no elephant is sweet. No elephant is sweet. Right? In this case, it follows. But in this case, it does not follow. No elephant is sweet. इस केस में follow हो रहा है, इस केस में follow नहीं हो रहा है. So indirect statement. Okay? Yes, no, very particular. But B says all white being sweet is a possibility. All white being sweet is a possibility. If you look at this one. Now, in this particular statement, possibility is the magic word. Now, this makes all the difference. It is no longer a particular conclusion. It becomes a possibility. And since the possibility cannot be negated, right? That is why Your answer option should be 2, only 2 or B follows. All white being sweet is a possibility. Have you followed it? Yes, Movis. If it is written as a possibility, now A is not a possibility. That is not, the word has not been used. The word has been used only for B. All white being sweet is a possibility. That is why we are going with B. Let us look at the next question very quickly. All right. The statement says A. Only a few people are nice. B. Some kids are cute. C. No cute is people. The conclusion says all cute are nice. All people can be nice. All cute are nice. All people can be nice. Labhan says D, I guess. All right. Moby says kid in B, only 2 follows. Some kids are cute. Okay, now let us look at the question. Only a few people are nice. Now, can we draw a Venn diagram like this? Only a few people are nice. Okay. Some kids are cute. Some kids are cute. And it says no cute is people. No cute is people. Now, if you see, now in order for a conclusion to be valid or invalid, there has to be one common element. So, can you see any common element present over here? Is there any common element present? There is no common element present over here. That is why it is impossible to draw any conclusion, right? Yes, D इसका आंसर आएगा. Neither follows. That is the answer. Akansha, I hope you followed there. Movis, oh yeah, Movis का आंसर reply आ गया. उल्टा उल्टा पड़ गया. No problem. So these are some of the questions on syllogisms. Practice hard and you will start getting the answers in no time. All right, you just have to think very logically, right? It is not English, mind you. So logical interpretation is very important. All right. Now let's look at some other type of question. Now we will be talking about logical consistency. Now, what is logical consistency? The essence and the meaning, it boils down to the questions being logical. Okay. So you have to check whether the sentences are logically consistent with each other. Right? It means one part of the sentence will have to justify another. Okay? So it is nothing but a set of logical rules, as it says. All right? Now, what are the rules? The rule says, whatever information is given to you, जो भी तुम्हारे पास है, is your Bible. Consider it to be true. Consider it to be true. Is your Bible. उसके बाहर सोचने की हमें जरूरत नहीं. Okay? Don't use GK, it says, right? There is no need to use any external knowledge. All right? Don't use external knowledge. No GK. Okay? Just rely on common sense and you will be home and dry in no time. All right? So these questions are, like syllogisms, but there will be a difference over here. Like it says, the question says, in this question, the main statement is followed by, like this is the main statement, it is followed by 4 different statements, A, B, C, D. The ordered pair, this is important, of statements where the first statement implies the second. The first statement must imply the second, okay? And the 2 statements are logically consistent with the main statement, right? Like if you look at this question, it says either there is a rat or a lizard. So सबसे पहले तो ये देख लो, it's an either or statement, right? Either or statement, right? So either I drink coffee or I drink tea. दोनों साथ में तो नहीं कर सकते, right? So either I drink tea or coffee. So either there is a rat or a lizard. दोनों साथ में तो आ नहीं सकता, isn't it? A says, well, Akansha says, sir, you're not clearly audible. Is it the case with everyone? Am I not clearly audible to anyone? Okay, I think now you people can hear me. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you can hear me. Oh, Movis says you are okay. Now you are okay. Okay. Thank you. Movis, does the same problem persist? All right. So A says, fine, I got a thumbs up from all of you. Either there is a rat or a lizard. Either there is a rat or a lizard. So A says, C says, D should be the option. CD means there is a lizard and D says there is not a rat. Okay. B says there is not a rat and there is a lizard. Right? C says, AB, there is a rat and there is not a lizard. Okay, and D says both A and C can follow. Right. Now, if you look at the question, it says either there is a rat or a lizard. So, don't you think it can be logically interpreted that there is not a rat, and therefore there is a lizard? So, we can have either of them. There is not a rat, therefore there is a lizard, right? CD, right? It has to be the opposite, right? We have to bring D first, because we have to talk about rat first and then followed by it the lizard. Let's consider this to be X and let's consider this to be Y. So either there is X or there is Y. So in this case, what does B say? D, there is no rat, so rat is X, right? And C says there is a lizard, Y, so X and then Y. That is why B should follow and not A. Alright? So this was the technique over here. Let's look at similar sentence. Now it says if people do not follow guidelines, they make mistakes. मूवीज पहले वाला पहले बाद वाला बाद में. ओके सर, अगर ए बी का पेयर हो तो भी तो करेक्ट होगा ना. इसमें थोड़ा सा अलग है. एलिमेंट्स को देखो, लॉजिकल ऑर्डर में जाए. Now look at this question very quickly. It says if people do not follow guidelines, they make mistakes. If people do not follow guidelines, they make mistakes. A says people did not follow guidelines. B says people followed guidelines. C says people did not make mistakes. D says people made mistakes. If X, then Y. If this is the logic, A says people did not follow guidelines. People did not follow guidelines. C, people did not make mistakes. Right? This is A. B says CA, people did not make mistakes. People did not follow guidelines. Not. C says AD, people did not follow guidelines. And D says people made mistakes. People did not follow guidelines. People made mistakes. If it's true, the opposite will also be true. And D says DC, people made mistakes. People did not make mistakes. Well, people made mistakes and people did not make mistakes. This is clearly eliminated. This cannot be the answer. Over here, the answer should have been AD. Over here, the answer should have been AD. Why? Because what does A say? People did not follow guidelines. Right? And therefore people made mistakes. Again, X followed by Y. Over here it says if people don't follow guidelines, they make mistakes, right? Is same as saying that people did not follow guidelines and therefore the people made mistakes. Okay? इसमें मूवीज इंग्लिश वाला क्लॉज मैटर नहीं करेगा. इसमें जो मैटर करेगा वो ये कि कंडीशन क्या बना रहा है, राइट? अगर तुम्हारा क्लॉज का मतलब आपका पूछने का कंडीशन से है, सो डेफिनेटली कंडीशन ही मैटर करेगा. ऑलराइट, ओके. Now, look at this question. Pretty interesting. Whenever I want to play, it rains. Whenever I want to play, it rains. A says it is raining. B says I don't want to play. C says it is not raining. And D says I want to play. So what is part 1? Part 1 says whenever I want to play, it rains. The second part says it rains. So whenever I want to play, it rains. Now tell me one thing, right? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना कि जब भी पानी बरस रहा है इसका खेलने का मन होगा. मान रात को पानी बरस रहा है, right? It is 3 a.m. in the morning, it is raining. So will you want to play then? Right? So does the first one depend on does the second part depend on the first one? It is a statement out of frustration. Whenever I want to play, it rains. Okay. Now, what is the logic over here? A says it is raining. B says I don't want to play. C says it is not raining. And D says I want to play. So look at A, B. A says it is raining. And B says I don't want to play. B says, BA, I don't want to play, it is raining. C says, DC, I want to play, that is D, it is not raining. And D says, CB, it is not raining. B says, I don't want to play. It is not raining, I don't want to play. So it is it is not necessary that whenever, right, I want to play, it will rain. And it is also not necessary that if it is not raining, I will play or not play, right? So what can be logically consistently inferred from these statements? The answer is CB, it is not raining. Sorry. Okay, it is not raining, so I don't want to play. This can be consistent with this part. If I say whenever I want to play it rains is as good as saying it is not raining but I don't want to play, right? That is why D should be the answer. CB is the consistent pair. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, read the question very carefully, my friends. Whenever there is a cockroach, she screams. She is screaming. Whenever there is a cockroach, she screams, and now she is screaming. All right. Which of the option can be derived from the given statement? There is a cockroach. She is not screaming. There might be a cockroach. She saw a cockroach. All right. Movis has answered. Okay. Labhanch has said D. All right. Movis says C. All right. About the others? It says which of the following options can be derived. Now, I want your attention over here. Whenever I see him, I burst into laughter. Whenever I see him, I burst into laughter. Right? Now, there is first condition. Right? It does not mean that my laughter depends on my seeing that man. मेरी हंसी इस पे डिपेंड करती है कि मैं उसको देखूं. इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है कि मैं अदरवाइज नहीं हंसता. There can be other reasons also when I laugh and smile. But it says whenever, right? I see him, his presence makes me, smile, laugh. Right now I am laughing. Okay? There may be other reasons also that can make me laugh. But there is a high possibility that this guy is present and that's why I am laughing. It is not certainty. Right? She is screaming. Now she can scream for many reasons. But there is a high possibility of a cockroach being present over there. We cannot be very sure about it. That is why the answer option should be C. There might be a cockroach. There might be a cockroach. So it talks about a possibility. Okay? Don't underestimate, might, the likelihood. Okay? From the first example, it is clear to you that my laughter depends on so many other things. But right now I'm laughing, it means he may be present, he may not be present, but there is a high possibility of that person being present. So she is screaming. Cockroach may be present, cockroach may not be present, but there is a high possibility of the cockroach being present. That is why C should be the answer. Understood? Okay. Let's look at this one. Only if I eat chocolates, I am able to work. Only if I eat chocolates, I am able to work. A says, I ate chocolates. B says, I did not eat chocolates. C says, I am able to work. And D says, I am not able to work. All right. So let's look at the question. Only if I eat chocolate, I am able to work. I want your attention over this expression. Only if. Now, only if is a very strong condition. Right? Only if is a very strong condition. It means, या अगर मैं अगर चॉकलेट खाऊंगा तभी मैं काम कर पाऊंगा. Right? अगर मैं चॉकलेट खाऊंगा तभी मैं काम कर पाऊंगा. Right? So only if I am able to work, if I can change it, right? I am able to work, right? Only if I eat chocolates. All right? इसमें और कोई if and but का सवाल ही नहीं है. Right? ये तभी काम कर पाएगा जब ये चॉकलेट खाएगा, या मैं तभी काम कर पाऊंगा when I eat chocolate. Okay? So look at A. It says AB. A says, I ate chocolates, and B says, I did not eat chocolates. Does it make any sense? Right? Throw it out of the window. B says, CA, I am able to work. I ate chocolates. Okay? C is right. We can consider this. C says, AC, I ate chocolates. I am able to work. I ate chocolates. I am able to work. Right? That is C. All right. And D says, I am not able to work. I am not able to work. B says, I did not eat chocolates. Now look at these three possibilities. Okay, very close to each other. And again, I would like to draw your attention to only if. Okay, I would like to draw your attention to only if. Okay, all right. I am able to work. This is the first condition. Only if I eat chocolate. Okay, this is the statement. And this statement depends on this condition. Okay, this statement depends on this condition. Now let's look at B once again. Right? It says CA, I am able to work. I am able to work. A says, I ate chocolates. So this condition is very strong. Right? Because he ate chocolates. Only if. C says AC, ulta. But is ulta possible? आप घुमा के तो कार नहीं पकड़ सकते. You cannot say, I ate chocolates, I am able to work. It should be, I am able to work because I have eaten chocolates. Okay, this changes the meaning slight a bit, right? D says, I am not able to work. B says, I did not eat chocolates. Even this is very, very close. Right? Even this is very, very close. So whenever there is a choice between positive and negative, negative means no, not, never, go with the positive one. And that is why your answer over here should be B, C, A. I am able to work because I ate chocolates. Okay. So these were some of the questions on syllogisms and logical consistency. Please practice, because when you practice such questions, the confidence, now these are nothing but confidence boosters. All right. जितना ज़्यादा question solve करेंगे, उतना ज़्यादा हमारे confidence में इजाफा होगा. You'll keep on building on your confidence. All right. So go back to your books. Please memorize the basics. Okay, of solving various kinds of logical questions, verbal logic questions, and practice. There is no substitute to practice. Practice makes a man perfect. Practice will make you perfect. Okay, keep practicing the session. Okay, Mobi says ये तो close option है, बिल्कुल close option होगा, right? It is IPMAT after all. So option अगर close है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? Go back to basics. Basics पे काम करेंगे Mobis? Yes. Okay. Now, these are the sessions which are upcoming, right? On the 8th of June, we are going to be with Gaurav sir for logical reasoning part 1. That is logical reasoning, all right? 9th one. And on the 9th of June, again, Gaurav sir will be with us on Thursday, getting A in algebra, how to master algebra. 10th, I am going to be with you on verbal logic crasher part 2. Pradip Sengupta, that's me, I'll be with you. On 11th, Ankur sir will be with you with geometry and the concepts, right? And on the 12th, we'll have Gaurav sir again with us on logical reasoning, score maximizer. All right? Don't forget to join us. And IPMAT Rohtak 2022, we'll be talking about the first impression and the detailed analysis of the exam on 26th of June. Please let your friends know we are going to go live on this particular day. So come with all your questions and we will be more than happy to help you out. IPMAT Indore 2022 first impression and detailed analysis will take place on the 2nd of July. An unmissable session. Don't miss these two sessions at all. All right. So that's all from my side today. Lot many sessions are coming up. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep. Press the bell icon for all notifications. Follow us on Insta and Facebook. Download the Telegram app and download the BYJU'S app to get all the details that you require for your preparation. On that note, this is Pradip sir bidding goodbye to you. Hoping to meet you very soon. I can't wait to see you people in my next class. Till that time, practice well and go get a good score. Bye-bye all of you.